All right, guys, take two. So I wanted to do this quick video or Zoom chat for you guys and have Allison jump on to share with some of my discount coaches a little bit more about the Beachbody business opportunity and share kind of what shifted for her, because she was somebody that started out as a discount coach just like me. And just a lot of things have changed for her since wanting to, wanting to build this business. And I just wanted to ask her some questions and kind of talk a little bit about some of the successes that she has had and kind of what changed for her. So Allison, if you don't mind, and I'm going to actually go through here with my questions here. Allison, how long have you been a coach? And what was your initial reason for signing up as a Beachbody coach?
I have been a coach for almost 2.5 years. I signed up as a discount coach in March of 2014. And my initial reason for signing up was because I just fell in love with Shakeology. It helped me so, I can't even compare, can't even begin to explain, with my headaches, my anxiety, and just my overall energy. I knew after 3 weeks of drinking Shakeology, I was going to be drinking it forever. So initially that's it. I wanted the discount. Why pay full price if you know you're going to be drinking?
Absolutely. And I know for Leslie, that was definitely, and I know most of the discount coaches, very much the same thing. They started as a challenger and they fell in love with what Shakeology was doing for them. They wanted to continue drinking it, and why not save money in doing that? So I know that was the initial reason for me as well. So my next question was, when was the kind of pivotal point where you kind of went from a discount coach maybe to a hobby coach and then even to a business builder? Or did you have that pivotal point?
I don't know if I really had that pivotal point. I know initially it was, I just want to be a discount. And then I did get really great results from doing the 21-day fix and noticeable results. So people started asking me what I was doing. And when I started telling them, I felt I was pretty excited to share what I was doing with them. And when I went back to you to tell you, here, I have these people interested, you basically said, well, you have a website, it was very, everything kind of just fell into my lap. So when people started asking me what I was doing, I was very happy to share because I felt so great. I loved sharing that I felt so great, and I wanted other people to feel as great as I did. So It became this just pay it forward without thinking about it, pay it forward moment for me, until I realized once I did start to pay it forward and help other people, how great it made me feel, knowing that I was a part of something bigger. And Leslie, just a little bit about my past, because it really does play into my happiness in being a coach, is when I started with Caitlin, I was in a really bad place in my life. I was very depressed. I was very anxious. I was suffering from pretty much a health crisis going on. And I honestly believe with all of my heart that being a part of Team Purpose for Life, Healthy for Life, pulled me out of my depression and helped me with my anxiety. So once I started to feel better in that sense, being surrounded by like-minded people and positive people and people that brought me up instead of brought me down, my life just changed. And so I guess that's a pivotal moment in wanting to pay that aspect forward.
Yeah, that's awesome. And I can piggyback on that as well with Allison, because for me, and I know for many of us, the health issues that we've struggled with, both Allison and I have struggled with migraines, and for me, I struggled with some digestion problems, some pretty severe anxiety, and I would probably say encompass it with a little bit of depression as well. Just kind of was at a point where enough was enough. And I think everything, the coaching opportunity fell in my lap at the best time it could have, because I was at a financial, breakdown with, where my money situation was. I was just at a really crisis with my health. So I think all of it just kind of encompasses one another. And the best part about it is that you create these amazing relationships with like-minded people who are so positive and are so uplifting, because, we are surrounded by a world of so much negativity and so much toxic, just our environment. And it's just so wonderful to be surrounded by people that are there to motivate you and are there to lift you up, because we need so much of that in this world. So just that was Allison, you nailed it on the head. Just very much so, all of that encompasses in what we do. And it's not just, selling a challenge pack. It's truly helping other people live the best.
Oh my gosh. To be perfect, like just saying like sell a challenge pack. I mean, don't get me wrong, as a business coach, I do get excited about selling a challenge pack now because it means something, but it's all about the relationships. I mean, that's honestly what this business is about.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. So my next question is, since becoming a hobby business coach, what successes have you personally seen in your business, and then also your team? Because Allison has created a huge team of wonderful, wonderful coaches. And it's just amazing to watch her success grow and then watch them as well succeed in this.
Yeah, it's definitely still like a pinch me moment that I even have a team and that I'm still on this call right now answering these questions for Caitlin. So personally, this has been life-changing for my family. I was a teacher for a couple years before being a stay-at-home mom with my daughter, who is now 10. But the idea was, I have 4 kids, but my 2 youngest are at home, 10 and 6. And the idea was for me to go back to school into teaching once Emily went back to school. That would have been 2 years ago. And I am like so thankful that I did not have to go back to school because of the money that I've been able to make with Beachbody. So I'm still able to be home with them after school and, be homeroom mom and PTA and all of those things. So financially, we were a 1 paycheck. My kids were having to choose one activity, a sport or recreation. I have 4 kids. They were each allowed to pick one. And now my Beachbody income allows them to pick as much as I can allow in our time to get done. I was also able financially to buy a new car that we definitely couldn't afford before. So personally, just in our finances, it's been a blessing. But emotionally, it has saved me. I mean, like, I can't say enough about that. It has been a blessing for our marriage. My husband and I work out together. He comes to Summit with me. He's like, kingpin with all the other coaches. Like, he just is, it's really done an amazing thing for our marriage and for my kids, for my family. Like, I can't say enough positive things about how it's impacted my kids and the choices that I see my kids making. I mean, my daughter's in college now. My oldest is at FSU. And the first day she got there, or the second day, whatever, she sent me a picture of her saying, I'm starting my day right. And she went to the gym and, she's drinking her shakes. And she's like, college, that whole freshman 15. She's like, freshman 15 doesn't have anything on me. And she's like telling me about things that her friends are doing, but she's not doing. And I know that it's because of the example that my husband and I have been able to set for her at home. And it's only because of my mindset and where I have changed over the last 2.5 years. Did that answer your question?
Oh yeah, it was perfect. And just to share, I know a lot of you guys know my story because I've shared it with you. But for me too, I'm kind of just answering some of the questions as well with Allison. For me too, the physical rewards have been amazing. Financially, I know I've shared this with you guys. For me, this is something, and everybody's journey is different. So I have shared that I want to leave my full-time job as a social worker, but that might not be the path that you want. But maybe you are looking at wanting to have extra spending cash to be able to take your family on a vacation, or to pay off that credit card, or whatever it may be. And that is perfectly fine. That is your journey, and that is your goal. And that is just as important. For me, financially, this has been absolutely so rewarding. Well, now I have a mortgage, but before that, I was able to pay off everything that I owed, my student loans, my car payment, my credit card debt. So, all of that couldn't have happened with the salary of a social worker. So, I say all these things, and I know talking about money can be so taboo, but I truly want people to see the potential of what this can be for them, and whatever it maybe it is just for your Shakeology to be paid for because you love it so much and you don't want to stop drinking it because it's changed, benefited your health in so many ways. But I just want you to know that there is so many things that you can do with this to make you a better person and to make you a better mother, a friend, spouse. So what else did I want to ask here? Okay. Allison, my next question is, what would you tell your brand new self knowing all you know now? So what would you tell? As
a discount coach coming in, or a business coach coming in?
What would you tell your discount coach self? Like you coming into this now that you know all you know, what would you tell yourself in the beginning?
I would, oh gosh, that's a tricky question, Caitlin. Knowing everything that I know now, I would tell myself to go for it, to trust everything that I'm feeling, and just share this opportunity with as many people as possible, because it has been such a blessing to me. And like you said before, I have a team now of, my downline is I don't even know how many people, but that I'm a part of something bigger than I ever imagined. And, there were definitely days in the beginning where I'm like, what the heck am I doing? But then it was just just figure it out and just be happy. Life is so short. And, that's the name of my team is Living for Life. And that's what I'm about. And I would just stay true to that and keep learning, step out of your comfort zone, and just keep growing, because that's what I tell myself that. And I tell me that now is, to step out of your comfort zone and to keep dreaming big, because it's true. I honestly believe that anything is possible if you work hard and you want something bad enough. And I am no different than anyone else. We all come into this at the level, same spot. I was just I don't want to say just, because being a mom is the best, most awesome job in the world. But before, I did look at myself as just a stay-at-home mom, and what did I have to offer? And without a doubt, I know I have a lot to offer anybody. And it's because of this opportunity.
Yeah, I love that. Awesome. Okay, so last two questions. So how much time, because I know a lot of people say, time is a big thing. I work full time. I have kids, just my schedule really doesn't allow me to do something like this. So how much time and investment would you say was required to actually grow your business to where it is now?
Gosh, honestly, I think in the beginning I did that 1 hour a day that everyone told me that I needed to do, because that's honestly all that I had with 4 kids and my husband traveling 70 to 80% of the time, room mom, PTA mom. I'm all over the place and taking care of a house. So even if I couldn't do that one consecutive hour, I would just really make sure, it doesn't even have to honestly be an hour, is just say an hour. Sometimes it was a half an hour. I mean, what's awesome is there's kind of this little checklist that you go by. And if you can do your little checklist in 30 minutes, then you're good. But I definitely say an hour in the beginning, and now to grow my business now, maybe I'm 2 to 3 hours. It just depends on the day.
Right. So, hearing Allison right now, she's a stay-at-home mom and she has so many different hats. But she worked this business to where she is now, sometimes 30 minutes, sometimes an hour. And it all depended. And she is extremely, extremely successful in this business. And I know a lot of coaches in this business that have so many hats, and they maybe work it 2 to 5 hours a week. They find those pockets of time, and I'm so big on those pockets of time because
for sure
I find myself, and I talk with a lot of people who say, I don't have time, but they are, binging on Netflix or, doing things that aren't productive, where they could use those pockets of time to really add value and to really grow the business if they truly wanted it to. So, that time, issue can certainly be relooked at if that is definitely a concern. And then the last thing I had, Allison, was why do you personally think that everybody should rethink stepping up from just the discount as coaching?
I guess I would just want to, whoever I was speaking to, another discount coach, I would ask you, why are you a discount coach? What has Shakeology done for you? And is it not a disservice sharing that with your friends, your family, and those that you love? Because I know for me, anyone that even mentions that they have a headache or a migraine or depression or anxiety or they want to lose weight, all those things, I'm like, I have the answer. Like, why would you not want to share that with the people that you love? Because it is such a healthy option instead of the crazy, if we're going into the weight loss thing that people do and pills and all that thing. This is a healthy option, and why would you not share with something that you have fallen in love with? Just like, you washed your hair with some great shampoo, why are you not going to tell your friends about that?
Mm-hmm. Awesome.
That's how I feel.
I think, and that's that when you are a challenger, because most of us, that's how we started out, a challenger in a accountability group or a challenge group, most of us became discount coaches because not only Shakeology, we fell in love with it, but we saw results and we saw that portion control and clean eating and learning, how to meal plan and meal prep and, all of that, that is just you sharing your story with other people in hopes that you can inspire them, in hopes that they will want to join you and want to change their life for the better. And I think that's really how it started for me, is just sharing my personal journey in every facet, just, the weight loss, but also the health improvements. And then just, being an open book about it and sharing it with other people. So those were the questions that I had for Allison. And Allison, thank you so much for taking the time to chat. And I have it recorded, so I'm going to post this recording in our group conversations here that we have. But Leslie, since you are on live, I wanted to open it up to you and see if you had any questions that you wanted to ask either myself or Allison about the questions I asked tonight.
No.
Well,
I do love hearing the story and how everyone, what made them want to get involved or to take it up to the next level.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, well, if you don't have any questions, Leslie, I will go ahead and make sure I post this recording and then reach out to you guys if you do have any initial questions, comments, and that sort of thing, and we'll go from there.
Okay, sounds good.
All right, girl. Well, drive safe the rest of the way, and I'll talk to you soon.
All right. Bye. Have a good night.
Bye.
Good luck with the hurricane.
Oh my gosh, thank you.